Uber's default in-app navigation has been acting weird for a while now. I'm not sure exactly what is going on. Let's discuss. Alright, so first off, how I personally like to use navigation, I like to use those default navigation views on both the Uber and Lyft driver apps. And I just like to use the default views. I have Google Maps as my main navigation, so if I press the navigate button on either driver app, it will open Google Maps. I'd say for 80% of my requests, I can just use the default in-app navigation for those, but those other 20%, I will use Google Maps, and that's why I have it set as my default navigation app. Also, I like to use the default in-app navigation on both driver apps because for back-to-back requests, I have that information right there. If I get a back-to-back request, I can see the information right there rather than needing to navigate away from Google Maps and back to the driver apps. But again, for that 20% of the time where I might need to use Google Maps, this is when it might be a weird route or it's heavy traffic, it might be rush hour. And I want to compare the routes. I want to see the route that the driver app is giving me and also the route that Google Maps is giving me and see which route will be the best. But again, lately the Uber default navigation has been really weird. And I'll preface this by saying that I drive in Minnesota and I use an iPhone. I'll see stuff like this where I'll see a route that I'm taking and it makes sense. It's a 13-mile ride and it's going to take about 19 minutes to get to the drop-off location. But then it's showing me an alternative route that says it's 11 minutes faster. And this makes no sense at all. This alternative route is 14 miles and it says it's 8 minutes long. 8 minutes to travel 14 miles. And here's another one. This route is fairly straightforward. It's 5.7 miles. It's going to take 9 minutes. This makes sense. But on the map, you can see it's trying to show me that there's a route that's 9 minutes faster, which is impossible. There's no way I'm going to get there instantaneously. And then when I click that 9-minute faster route, it shows the destination as being 8 minutes away. And here's another one. This route makes sense. It's 16 miles. It says it's going to take about 24 minutes, but it's also showing me a route that's 6 minutes faster. Then when I click that route, it's 17 miles and 17 minutes. And I know my area well enough. I know there's no way that this route is going to be only 17 minutes. And here's another one. It's showing me 3.2 miles and 6 minutes to the drop-off location, which makes sense, but it's also showing me another route that says it's going to be 6 minutes faster. Then when I click that route, it's showing it as 3.2 miles and 7 minutes long. What is going on here? And it's also showing me stuff like this, where I'm on this route, 13 miles, 14 minutes, makes sense. And then somehow there's a phantom route that's supposed to be 3 minutes faster, but it's somewhere west of where I currently am. And then if I continue on that route even more, that phantom route is still sitting out there saying it's 5 minutes faster. I am truly not sure what is going on here. When I first saw these issues, I thought maybe it would be Uber trying to manipulate us to take certain routes, but a lot of the routes that the app is wanting us to take, the routes that they're saying are so much faster, are actually longer in mileage. And here in Minnesota, we get paid a guaranteed minimum rate during period 3, so those longer routes, we're getting paid more for those. So for me personally, I know my metro well enough to see that some of these routes, when they're saying they're so much faster, it doesn't make any sense. But a newer driver to the platform or a newer driver to our metro area could get really confused and be taken on routes that they expect to be a lot shorter when they're a lot longer. Again, I know my area well enough. When I see these issues, I know just to take the route that I know makes most sense. But this is another reason why I recommend to use multiple navigation apps. Don't just rely on one single navigation app. But what about all of you? Are you experiencing these same issues with the Uber in-app navigation? If I'm the only one, so be it. But if it is widespread, Uber, what is going on here? We need to get this figured out. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video on glitches in both the Uber and Lyft driver apps that need to be fixed, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.